Okay, so this has the 4.5 liter turbo. I think it's the 4045T. It needs a new belt. But I'll tackle that when I tackle the front engine oil leak. I've replaced the engine oil, and I've replaced the air filters. I bought all new filters and transmission filters, hydraulic oil for it, so I'm planning to change all of that out. So it's been sitting in here for a couple of days. You can see on that cardboard what it's leaked. So the front front seal is leaking a little. Oh, another thing I did was I aligned the front end with just about a 1/4 inch toe in on it, and this tie rod bar was rubbing those hoses there, so I fixed that. But anyway, it looks pretty good. Here's the battery box. Came with the 2 battery options. Let's see. I took the floor mat out. I've swept about 20 pounds of dirt underneath the mat out of it. I still need to pressure wash that part of it. It needs a new seat. Seat is not in good shape. But none of the cylinders, I think the front curl cylinder is about the only cylinder that leaks on it. All the stabilizer cylinder is in good shape. I had to rebuild this stabilizer cylinder. It was bent. And I also put these spacers, bushing rubber spacers on the stabilizers. They were also missing these big washers. So I replaced those. But it's got some leaks up under on the plungers up there that I need to address. That's my next job that I'm going to tackle. I'm going to try to do that with it on the machine, but I mean, no leaks. Here's the bucket teeth. Bucket teeth on it. Let's see. It was bought from a local dealer here in town. So anyway, I want to put a new the hydraulic sight tube on it. It's kind of frosted up, so I can't tell how much oil it's got in it. We put a little bit in it when I bought it. I'm going to replace that as well. I think this black cover comes off pretty easily. New front tires. Like I say, I think that front cylinder there's the only cylinder that leaks. Alright, so just got it back in the barn. I got it blocked up. It just barely, well, I got a little bit of space between my block and the end of the cylinder there, but got the cover off. We're going to get ready, or I'm going to get ready to start taking this front end off and try to fix this front engine seal. I don't know if you can see that down in there, but it's all around that pulley. It's just wet. So anyway, I've just dropped the plug on the transmission, changing out the transmission fluid. Changed all the hydraulic fluid out. Got a new sight glass on there, and that's working. Looks like I might have to add a little bit. Alright, we're taking the front end off of this 310. Trying to get in here to fix this front oil seal. Getting the front grill off. Got the radiator draining. And yes, we do have the front end loader blocked up. Taking the lower radiator hose off, or lower oil cooler hose off. I hope this is yeah, hydraulic oil cooler. I don't know if that's for the transmission or. Cool, man. I hope it doesn't drain that whole tank. Rainy day. good day to get the front end out of this 310. So we've got the hoses off from the engine, and we're just going to actually end up keeping these coolers attached to the radiator. And then this thing should just slip up over, so we won't have to take this fan shroud off. So we're just going to lift the whole thing up and over and out. And hopefully all this just comes out as a unit. Alright, the radiator is out. And we were able to lift the whole assembly out, minus the fan shroud. It's 4 bolts holding that in. Where the oil leak is. So we've got the backhoe put back together. One of the major things we did was replace the front engine seal. So you can see it right there, protrudes a little bit off the front cover. And then while I was in here, I put a new water pump and obviously a new belt on it. The old belt was kind of shredding. So, and then I got new coolant for it, and I've just got to put the coolant in it, and then get the hood and all on. While I had all of this apart, I ended up painting a lot of it, so it's looking pretty good. And then I've got some of the parts. Parts over here, hood and all, front bumper. So all this is ready to go back on. I do have to put a black stripe down the hood, and I've got to put the decal over here on the front. So anyway, the muffler section is a little weak here on top. I mean, it's strong enough, I think, to do for a while, but I was tempted to redo this piping that comes out of this hood, but that was just a little more than I wanted to bite off right now. You can see where it kind of is welded from underneath. It's in pretty good shape underneath, but anyway, it'll hold. And then also I polished the exhaust pipe. Looks pretty good. I sanded on it and polished it. I'll try to find an after picture or a before picture. Oh, and I also repainted all of the plastic up here. Anyway, it's not a perfect job, but looks pretty good. It turned out a little rosier than I wanted it to be. It's got a little of a reddish tint to it, almost like a Case 580 K looking color to it. But anyway, it looks good. I ended up taking this out and repainting it. We got the cover. I need to put all this back together. We're going to crank up the 310 after putting in the new seal. And I don't have the air cap on it, but that's okay. So we'll not as loud as I thought it would be.